sharing today and thinking through some ideas that are worthy of our consideration, this Advent season. And Advent season is so much about thinking through things in a new way and welcoming what might be new perspectives as we get into a new year. As I said on Sunday, probably the most significant day of Christmas might be December 26th. Like, go figure, can we find ways to just gently allow ourselves to move into new ways, new vistas, new ways of experiencing the world. So today what we're taking a look at is the idea as of faith as a way of seeing. Faith is a way of seeing. Faith is a way of seeing. And what I want to do is I want to read for you a little bit and then offer a little commentary. And again, this is talking sort of prophecy, of promise of what God's saying is coming down the pike, so to speak. And this is from Psalm 25. Again, this is written, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years before the birth of Christ. But you can hear sort of a prophetic tone underneath it. To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. O my God, in you I trust. Do not let me be put to shame. Do not let my enemies exult over me. Do not let those who wait for you be put to shame. Let them be ashamed who are wantonly treacherous. Make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truths and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. For you I wait all day long. Beautiful, beautiful passage. And that idea, as a former teacher, that idea of this sort of this plea, like Lord, teach me your ways, teach me your ways, teach me your ways. And boy, does that have a lot to do with the Christmas season. I think, one of the challenges we have in life is we can come at Christmas as in a very programmatic way. Like, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And then we're going to make sure we have the best Christmas Eve ever, followed by the best Christmas ever. And anytime we sort of approach things with that level of expectation, I think those of us who've been around the sun a few times realize that is probably the surest recipe to not have those very things that we most want. When we seem to try to force it and programmatic and make it just so. I'm sure many of you experience this, and I'm sure many of us experience in other venues where we can get so enamored with just the lockstep of we're going to do this, that we miss Christmas, and it sort of gets a frenetic feel to it that is anything but peaceful and anything but transformative to our lives. And on the other hand, we don't want to hold that there's nothing transformative to it and that there's no plans and we should just kind of wing it. That's not it either. I mean, so much of the life of faith is the golden mean. It's that middle path where we do enough planning and we're open enough that the good stuff can really start to happen. And that's what I want to talk about, that space where the good stuff can start to happen. I think so much of it, folks, and I love that's why I love this line from the Psalms, is about understanding. And I was reading this as a piece of Christian New Church theology today, that faith is a matter of sight. Faith is a matter of sight. And so much of faith is how we see. And when we go into Christmas and we're expecting it to be all this or expecting it to be all that, or we're just going in totally freeform, which doesn't tend to work either, we can miss it. And what can we hold on to then? Well, I think we can hold on to that. This is really about, large part is about seeing. And that age-old spiritual thing, it's not what we see necessarily, it's how we see. How are we going to see the world? And that's where, like, you combine that, how are we going to see, with this beautiful passage on teach me, Lord, help me to learn. Teach me, Lord, help me to learn. So how we see and bring that learner's perspective to it. That how am I going to see that seems to hit that middle space where you have enough structure and enough openness that really good stuff can start to happen. And thinking about it, folks, like for all of us, like for you, for me, for all of us, what are we being asked to see this Christmas? What are we being asked to learn this Christmas? And really try to find a place where we can just breathe and be like, okay, God, tell me what I'm supposed to see. All right, God, tell me what I'm supposed to learn here. Show me show me your ways, show me your path. And I think we really will get there. I think that actually is what occurs. It's pretty darn miraculous to watch how those things all work. So that's the thought for today, folks. Teach me your paths, O Lord. And there's a waiting on that. There's the patience of a learner. There's the patience of faith, and it really is about how we see. I don't know whether I can say that strongly enough. Really thinking towards that. I don't know, those beginner's eyes, and maybe we can capture that a little bit again, and not trying to really pigeonhole Christmas into being a certain thing, like a program we're going to walk through, but much more a journey we're going to take with God and with each other. So, with that, folks, may you have a day remembering that faith is sight, that faith is a way of seeing. May you see that. May you just bring a little bit of learning into your heart today, just a little softness about, yeah, what am I supposed to learn in this season here in 2021? What am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to see? And what paths is God trying to show me? So take it from that angle. I hope that's helpful, folks. So what we're going to do now we're going to do our little meditation, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to ring a bell, and the job of the bell is for us to just listen to it until it stops ringing, just as a way to have a little peace in our lives. And then after we listen to the bell, what I'm going to do is do a little meditation, and then a little prayer, and then a little blessing. And then if you want to say hi on New Church Live's Facebook page, you are more than welcome to do that. So with that, folks, let's all get a big breath. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and bring you peace and bring you home. Amen. All right, friends. So if you would like to leave a comment, I'll be looking at New Church Live's Facebook page here. And for those of you who haven't joined us before, what we do is we leave comments here on New Church Live's Facebook page. Sometimes people leave them some of the other places we stream, which is fine as well. It's just these are the ones we have time to comment on today. All right, so let's take a look at our comments here today. Teresa, good morning to you out there in Pittsburgh, my friend. Looking forward to chatting with you on Thursday. Martha, good morning to you, my friend. Marianne, good morning. And I like the little peace sign. Good morning to you, Marianne. Linda, good morning. Paige, good morning to you and great to chat with you, Paige. On what day was that? Friday. That's so fun. Uh, Teresa writes, so true. Expectation sets us up for disappointment. And it really does. Like, I don't know. Like, I still keep on thinking about that beautiful line from the poem I used in church a few weeks ago. And it was trying to come through Mary's eyes, but I think we can all resonate, which is, I was no one and so completely myself that I would die to be loved like that again. And I love that idea, right? That's the stuff that's outside of all expectations, how God shows up. Sherry, good morning from very chilly Tennessee. Well, Sherry, it sure is chilly here as well. Patricia, great to see you joining us this morning. Marcus, good morning. Linda asks, is it okay if we ask to be taught in a soft way? I feel like I have enough trauma. So how to ask for learning in a gentle way? That's a great question. And again, I think, Linda, that really is how God works. I think if it's not gentle, it's not God. I don't believe God sort of sends these traumas and like presses the trauma button. It's a great question. It presses a trauma button for us to learn, because we wouldn't, I just think about our kids. Like, we wouldn't want our kids to experience trauma so that they could learn. We know that our kids do experience trauma, and our job is to help them learn out of those things. So that would be the way I'd come at it. But boy, that idea of a soft way, maybe that's the prayer this Christmas. Like, Lord, let us know in a soft way. Craig, my friend, good to see you out there in Michigan, and good stuff. Teresa wanting stale, wanting stale blessings instead of new ones. It's so true. Oh man, holy cow, Teresa! There's a sermon. There's a sermon there too, right? How many blessings do we want? Are the old blessings the run of the mill stuff? Yet the reality is, there's a whole new set of blessings out there that God wants to give, and how do we have the eyes to see that? So, and anyhow, folks, like, that's a great point. So, thank you, folks, so much, and as always, wishing you all the best. If there's anything I can do, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can either call me, private message me, leave me a note. We'll hop on a Facebook call, excuse me, a Zoom call, and we're all here to help each other, and yeah, just keep on moving forward. So, folks, God bless. Have a terrific day. Bye bye.